Hi, good night. Okay, good night. Hi, today we are supposed to have a workshop. And well, I'm expecting my students. So let's wait a little bit until my first student gets in. In that way, I'll be back. So I see you soon. Okay. Hi, I hope you can watch me now. I fixed and I changed devices because well, it's important for me to work with two devices at this moment. So let me show you how it works tonight. As I was telling you some minutes ago, let me close the video. I don't like it. I don't know why. Well, tonight we are supposed to be into our workshop, but at this moment I'm still alone. So, well, patients, I know that they are in duty, some of them. And well, tonight is the Halloween party, so I hope my students get into. If they don't, well, it's their own choice. It's not mine, right? So let me show you the role for being clear and not mixing all this activity. It's open in the file. So let's wait a little bit. In that order, let me look for page I certainly need tonight for working because I couldn't open it previously. Okay, there's the physical exam. That's the file we are going to work tonight. How to write down a physical exam. I hope they come because I'm not going to explain it again. It's terrible for me to do it once, twice, triplet, or you know, to make the same joke twofold. It's not properly for me. But well, sometimes it's the way we must work because my students don't understand that they have to come to the classes. Okay. As I was telling you, we must wait for them because, well, I'm sorry, my dog is barking. And in that way, my dog is barking, well, the door is going to be closed. I cannot open the roll. Okay. Oh, finally, it's done. Let me share the screen in order to show you how it works. Okay, at this moment, we're supposed to get into Alejandra and Diana. They have still like times, 8 minutes, I mean. According to that, I hope we can work together. Then Paulo and Sara, Elena, Jimena, Dorian and Laura, Alejandra, Bella, and Laura Yawita. Let's wait a little bit. I'll be back as soon as one of them gets into, and well, I have no instructions about holidays. I'm gonna ask for that because I know that Thursday is a holiday, and well, I want to respect that activities for my students. So have a great night. Let's wait together. I'll be back in some minutes.
Hi, Miss. Good night.
Hi, good night, Diana. Good night, Jacqueline.
Good night, Miss. How are you?
Fine. How are you? You are a little bit late. Well, Jacqueline, you are at 8:30, please. Let me ask you to come back at 8:30.
Sorry, teacher.
Jacqueline, you have to get into in 20 minutes because you got a different explanation because of
Yeah,
your...
okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Diana. Well, we are almost on time, so let's work fast. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Great. Tonight we are supposed to check how to write down the physical exam. Can you watch my screen?
Yes.
Great. As I was telling you about the case report, when we write down in English the medical reports, the medical history, we only go to the point. We don't round on information. Okay?
Okay.
I mean, during the physical exam in Spanish, sometimes, almost all the times, we have to write down negative findings. I mean, the normal situations in the body, right?
Yes.
In English, it's different. In English, you only have to write down the findings, the pathological situations you are collecting, okay?
Okay.
And of course, you use abbreviations as much as you can. That's the moment that you have to show that you are prepared on this activity and write down with abbreviations. Full
Okay.
terms is considered not properly because you have the chance to, well, you have to spend as less time as you can writing down so fast. And according to the context, you catch the meaning, the same I was telling you in the module 1.
Yes.
In this case, OE is the meaning of on exam, on physical exam, on examination, or something similar that is showing us that it's the physical exam, the physical evaluation at the moment, right?
Okay.
And then you got the temperature, always temperature, never forget it, okay? According to your experience, it's your choice. If following the temperature, you continue with the vital signs, I mean heart rate, respiratory rate, and oxygen saturation and blood pressure. It's your choice. If you want to add this information here, it's correct at the top of the physical exam. But if you prefer to give me the information in order you are getting the findings, that's okay. Both ways are correct, okay?
Okay.
In this chart, we are talking about a breast cancer. Doesn't matter the patient, just the findings. We describe the characteristics, of course, with adjectives, the proper ones, considering the sizes and abbreviations about units, and the abbreviations when we want to tell if it's left or right, or if it has something special, if something that could be abbreviated. Do you remember the C with the hat? that specific symbol that I was showing yesterday?
The C with a hat. No.
Yeah,
No, I don't remember.
That's a small triangle that it's on the top of the letter C. During the slides, we have a chart of abbreviations, right?
Yes.
In the first box, you find at the end of the box, it means with, but it's a C with a triangle on the top. It's like a hat.
Okay.
That abbreviation is one of the most common ones while writing down. Instead of telling, for example, if it's say axilla with bleeding, for example, axilla C with that abbreviation, and then you continue.
Oh, yeah. Come.
You're catching the idea, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you start describing the anatomical structures, of course, following the protocol you are looking for, you know which structures you must evaluate. Not all the pathologies requires all the evaluations, right? A
Yes.
pneumonia doesn't require a genital exploration, of course. In that order, if we are talking about a breast cancer, we have to check oropharynx in this case, right?
Yes.
In order oropharynx has no pathological situations, you use this abbreviation, NAD. That could be no add detail, nothing to add, nothing important, nothing at this moment, something like that. That's the meaning in general words.
Okay.
It's not just one meaning specifically, for example, with the abbreviations we are checking during the classes, because according to the hospital, doctors give the meaning, okay?
Yes.
But as an idea, if you catch NAD, you know that in that structure is nothing pathological, okay?
Okay.
Then you go in order to, well, you are describing at the beginning the findings about these notes, okay? These swellings. Then you go following the protocol. You get the cardiorespiratory system, respiratory system, and the abdomen. In the abdomen, you got a finding, just describe the finding. Not telling me that in observation, on inspection, on auscultation, it's not necessarily.
Okay.
While auscultation, the vowel sounds are normal, avoid that date because it's obvious that it's normal because it's not in the report. What is new? What is different? The mass palpable 3 centimeters below left costal margin. That's the important fact for the colleague that is going to check again the story has to look for, okay?
Okay.
That's the way to do that. That's the way to show abbreviations. And of course, we are going to have homework about it. Do you remember Joseph Jones, in module 1, the exercise while making the case report?
The case report, yes.
Yes, okay. Tonight I'm gonna send a file with the findings on his physical exam like this, and you have to prepare to make the resume of this information using abbreviations. You have to organize ideas, you have to give me the information that is important at the moment. If I forgot something, add the information that you consider is important, okay?
Okay.
Okay, this chart I'm gonna send it as an example for practicing or for getting an idea, maybe detail to organize, okay?
Okay.
Great. I was worried because nobody was getting into it.
No, sorry. I was like kind of late because Honduras is raining right now, so I was
okay.
driving very slow from work, and that
Yeah,
get
no,
me.
yeah, I understand. No worry about it. But thanks
Yeah.
for getting into. And while finishing the workshop, I'm gonna send the details of the homework file. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Prepare the text to the next class, and during the class we are going to correct details and maybe change ideas if it's necessary.
Okay.
But it's very easy to make. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes. Good night.
Let me see. You are in that Halloween party. I mean Dia de Muertos party in Honduras too.
Yeah, we have parties here, but I'm not going anywhere because I have homework from another
Okay.
thing that I'm studying, so I'm not moving
Okay.
from my house right now.
Okay, great. I'm asking for that because, well, about holidays. On Thursday is supposed to be holiday here in Bolivia. I mean, in Honduras, it's the same holiday.
No, we don't have. Well, is it like Dia de Muertos here? So I don't know.
Yes, something like that is Dia de
Yes.
Muertos. Here is Todos Santos because of our traditions, right? But
Yes.
in your country, is there a holiday for asking for the academic supervisor if we are going to get on activity, on duty, or if we have to change the day?
No, I don't. I don't have holiday here for that. No.
Okay, great. I'm gonna consider that. Thank you, because well, here in Bolivia, holiday starts tomorrow at middle night and finishes on Thursday night. It's a long holiday.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Yeah, well, people like it, but it's just 15 minutes on duty. I think it's possible to make the workshop and not change again dates.
Yeah, I don't. For me, it's fine. I can go in a workshop.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take it in count in order to organize activities, okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So practice the physical exam and I'm gonna send the file, okay?
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. In that way, see you
Good.
tomorrow.
See you. Good night.
See you. Bye-bye. Okay, great. Diana, get into. Let's match her attendance. No. Let's wait my next students. Great. She's going to the 100%. Now we're supposed to get into Pablo and Sara. They are 5 minutes late. So let's wait a little bit. I'll be back. Please give me that moment. Because, well, let's wait. I have no other chance. Good night, Pablo. Can you hear me?
Hi, Doctora. Yeah, sorry, I was late.
No, don't worry. At least you are here. I was alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. let me share a screen. Tonight we have a specific activity to consider, to practice on, okay?
Okay.
Well, in model 1, we are talking about the case report and physical exam a little bit just, right? Do you remember that activities?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, can you watch my screen?
Yes, now yes.
Okay, great. In English, well, you know, it's different from Spanish in the way I was explaining you during the classes. And in English is easier than in Spanish, the physical exam, or well, the way they write down the the medical report is so different, of course, and has different ways to do it according to the hospital you are. But a common situation that happens everywhere is the way to write down the physical exam, of course, the structure we must consider for not making a mistake. In
Okay.
that order, tonight I'm going to show you how to do it properly in a basic way. I mean, because according to the situation, of course, maybe you need to add extra details or give extra information. Tonight we are going to talk about the physical exam just. And next workshop, we are going to check the job I'm going to send tonight. And we are going to write down lab reports and imaging reports. On
Okay.
physical exam, as you can notice in the picture, you can see that there are a lot of abbreviations, right? It's not the full term as in Spanish, because we don't certainly need to do that in English. In order we get the proper information, we give the details that we certainly need, that's enough. I mean, you only write down about findings. You don't give explanations about normal distractors or details that are at this point unremarkable, okay?
Okay, okay.
Only the findings, just that information, without missing the point, without mixing ideas, only giving the details I'm asking for, I mean, okay?
Okay, I got it.
In this chart, we are talking about the patient who's suffering from lung cancer, breast cancer. And we are evaluating the lumps, okay, the lymphatic nodes, okay?
Mhm.
As you can notice, it starts with an abbreviation, OE. OE is the common way in USA and UK to talk about physical examination. It means on exam, on physical examination, on examination, or something similar, but this abbreviation shows you that the findings are going to be described at this moment, okay?
Okay.
You start with the temperature always, no matter, always is, well, that's a data that you always have to write down. If it's, for example, 36 and 5, great, add this information because temperature, according to the situation, could change. That's a date that always have to be. Now it's your choice. If you write down following the temperature, the rest of the vital signs, I mean blood pressure, heart rate, respiratory rate, and oxygen saturation. It's your choice. If you want, you add here all the vital signs, or if you prefer, you give me this information according to the system you are evaluating, okay?
Okay.
You start describing the structure that is focusing at the moment. I mean lymphatic nodes. So you give me all the characteristics: smooth, firm, 3 by 4 centimeter mass. I mean, using abbreviations. At this point, it's possible to use this kind of measurements without any trouble. And you start with this: in right supraclavicular fossa. Nodes 1 to 2 centimeters in diameter, palpable in both axial and inguinal areas. And then when you got this kind of findings, we have a protocol to write down properly, right? This protocol shows us how to start doing the job, which structures we must evaluate for not missing anatomical details. In this case, when we talk about breast cancer, we must evaluate oropharynx, cardiovascular and respiratory system, abdomen, and central nervous system, looking for complications, metastases, right?
Okay.
In this case, in oropharynx, you catch NAD. NAD is the abbreviation that shows you that there is nothing to add, nothing detailed, nothing pathological at this moment. But you support that you made evaluation, but there are no findings, right? You don't describe the normal findings, the normal anatomical structures. It's not necessarily, just tell me NAD and I know that everything is okay, right?
Okay.
Following the cardiovascular system, you're giving me the pulse and the blood pressure. That's a way to do it. It's correct. It's your choice to send the vital signs on the top or here, as I was telling you. But again, in cardiovascular system and respiratory system, no findings, nothing different from the normal situations. So NAD. When we get into the abdomen, only you are describing the finding. In this case, mass palpable 3 centimeters below left costal margin. That's enough. You don't have to tell me about auscultation or telling me about non-irritation or peritoneal signs, non-specific maneuvers. It's not necessarily, doesn't matter because they are non-pathological at this point. Okay?
Okay.
And again, the central nervous system, no pathological situation, so NAD. Until this point, is there a question? Something that is not clear?
I think I have a doubt. This would be the part of the exam that in Spanish we call examen físico, right?
Yes, the physical exam.
Okay.
When you, as a doctor, write down all the findings, that's the fact at this point. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's your job. You know, as a doctor, how to make it, how to prepare this information in Spanish. And you're going to notice that in English is extremely easier. Only talking about pathological facts, not mixing information, not giving me extra details that could just be extra written ideas.
Okay.
So it's a better way to do it, in my opinion. But well, differences about countries. Okay. Tonight, while finishing the workshop, I'm sending you the pool to take attendance. Okay, Pablo? Elena,
Okay,
if you want, you can fill the pool too for not missing this. Tonight, I'm going to send the same chart for to the WhatsApp group for as a guideline, as an example, how to prepare this. And I'm going to give you an exercise. Do you remember the case report we were preparing in Module 1 about Joseph Jones?
Yes.
A guy with urinary symptoms? Great. We are going to work on this. With this information, I'm going to send you some findings, and you have to organize the information, use abbreviations as much as you can. And in that way, on Thursday, we are going to work together with your answer. That's why it's important to make the job, okay?
All right.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for filling the pool, Pablo. So expect my file, please. And please try to use as much abbreviations as you can, as you have, okay?
Okay, thanks, Doctor. See you tomorrow.
Okay, great. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Elena, great. We are together now. Now it's our time. Thank you for coming
Okay,
earlier.
okay, teacher.
Thank you. As you could see, well, I'm preparing the activity to your colleagues that are doctors. But in your case and Jimena's case, because you both are professors, your job is different. I'm going to send you a different file.
Yes, I don't understand a lot of things. I have to study medicine maybe to understand well.
Yes, that's the detail I was showing you. That's information. Can you watch my screen? I'm sharing a screen now.
Yes, I was listening and it was like Chinese.
Yes. Even in Spanish, it's difficult to write properly a physical exam, because in Spanish, we are used to write down too much, extremely too much information, and at this point, it's not necessarily. In English, in my opinion, is better, is easier, and you don't waste time while writing down things that are not necessarily at this point, but there are differences from every school. This is just for doctors because it's the way we have to work on. This is an objective that I'm going to follow with colleagues. But in your case, we are going to work on a specific terminology to translate maybe the way to explain the patient the situation that is suffering from. Okay? I mean, I'm going to send you the physical exam, I don't know, about any situation. And you have to translate the abbreviations. I mean, develop this, for example, it is right. It is nothing to add or nothing a detail, for example. The central nervous system, you have to rewrite the physical without abbreviations, and then you continue giving an easy explanation about what you understand about it. The way that you could explain a patient and what is going on his specific situation, okay?
Okay.
It's possible to make, don't worry.
Anyway,
in a previous,
I have to
yes,
check again.
you're going to make it. It sounds a little bit crazy, but it's possible to make it because I had the same activity in a previous course when I had a translator as a student, and I was running mad because translator was coming from business translation, so nothing to medicine, nothing related, was everything new for her. Then I got a civil engineer who wants to practice who wants to study for being a volunteer in the Red Cross. So you can imagine it's very, very different language in English. It's very different, the terms, but they could reach these activities.
No,
yes, you catch the idea.
It's hard. It's hard.
Possible. It's possible to make it. That's the idea. It's possible to complete all the activities, so don't worry about it. We are going to work on this different way to do it, and it's gonna work, okay? So don't be upset. It's easy. And on the other hand, yesterday we got a class with lots of information, I think. Did you have enough time to check the slides? Maybe is there a question to consider now?
A lot of questions, but you know why. Well, I am learning a little about this. But anyway, it's hard for me.
Yes, you can do it. You're doing a good job, Elena, and I really appreciate your effort. It's not easy to understand the medical terminology.
Yes.
It's not easy. It's as you said, sometimes it sounds like Chinese, like Japanese.
Yes.
But wait, yes, that's the way we work at this point. And well, we don't have any other chance. So yeah, so don't worry about it. And keep on practicing. There is nothing to be worried about it. It's possible to make it. Just send me homework files in the same way you told me yesterday. I made my best effort or something like that, right? In your message. I'm taking in account this.
Yes,
because I know that.
Do, but I didn't finish because I was finishing a little crazy trying to understand, to think as a doctor.
Yes, I understand. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm sure on this. It's a crazy fact to try to catch all of this information and make something so on the point, I mean, but don't worry about it. That's why I take into account your situation. No, don't think that I'm not being the reality, that it's not easy. Even when I was a student and I was starting into the medical English practice, it was so hard for me, and I was a medical student. I had an idea about all of these topics, but it's different in English. While working, the thing changes. Yeah. There you realize the easiest ways to do it. The smart job. Yeah. Work hard. No, don't work hard. Work smart is the phrase, right? That's the way to do it. Try to work smart in the easiest way and in the properly way, of course.
Yeah. Yes. teacher.
Okay, so there are no questions, right? But let me see. Let me open the presentation. Maybe there's a detail we can check.
Okay.
If there is a... Did you catch the meanings about the abbreviations? Because they are basis of these exercises. Of course, abbreviations for Model 1, and then continue to this one. So they go by hand, they go together.
Yeah. Well, checking. Yes, but I have to learn maybe or
Okay,
by
maybe
heart.
memorizing. Yes, maybe memorizing a little bit, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have 7 minutes. Okay. Here you got. This chart is so important. You can watch my screen, right?
Yes. Yes. Clear.
Okay.
Clear.
This chart is one of the bases of this model, well, the whole course, because, well, your classmates, the doctors, have to use them. If they don't use abbreviations, well, it's because they don't want. But they have to try to use as much as they can in order to make it properly, make it better.
Yeah,
So,
but
for example,
yeah.
this one, this C, is a very common abbreviation while writing down. It's a C and looks like a triangle on the top, like a hat. The CAM means with. Instead of writing down with, you find in medical reports this abbreviation, or in imaging reports, details like that. And this information is showing that you must understand what you are talking about. It's not my craziness idea to teach you that. It's because it's so useful.
Yeah.
Well, let's see another one that could be important. Well, surgical instruments could be. I lost it. Yeah, confusion. Well, about therapies, we were checking maybe as an introduction in Model 1 how they work with the medical allied professions, right? We talk about the physios, okay, the physio, and the CBT, the cognitive and behavioral therapy. They are basis of these studies. Well, as I was telling you, keep on practicing, and it's possible to make it. Okay, let's take your attendance for not forgetting this, okay? Can you watch my screen?
Sorry, teacher. I did it
You
when
feel,
yes. Could you check it, or I can repeat again?
you failed previously?
Yes.
Oh,
When you
I
were
thought there
talking
was
with
Pablo.
other.
Okay, I thought that Pablo failed the pool. No, not you, I actually. Well, no worry. Don't worry, if you feel that, that's
Or
okay.
again, no problem.
No problem. The situation is this: when the academic supervisor checks the pools, she has the time when you said when you filled your attendance, and that's correct. Don't worry about the schedule. The idea is that you get into the class, you are in this video, you're recorded, and well, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pablo,
Okay. Yeah.
really.
But I did that at the beginning because as it was 10 minutes late. You told me 8:20. And it was 8:30, so that is why I thought, oh, I have to do this. That is why I did.
Okay. Or if you prefer, you can fill it again. That's okay. There is no problem on me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I send it. Can you watch it?
Yes, I am doing this.
Okay, great.
I send to you again.
Okay, great, perfect. Great, well done. So tonight while finishing the workshop, well, I'm gonna send that small file when you have to prepare that explanation that I was telling you, okay?
Okay,
And with your answer, we are going to work together on Thursday in the next workshop, okay?
okay, on Thursday. What about tomorrow? We
No,
are
well,
going.
I'm not sure if we have the holiday day as we are supposed to have, because the academic supervisor didn't tell me anything and didn't answer me my questions.
Yes.
So please give me until tomorrow. I don't know, until 3 p.m. could be to get an
Or could
answer.
you
And
send us
giving
a
the,
message, maybe?
I'm sorry.
Could you send us a message if
Yes,
we are
yes.
going to have class or maybe not?
Yes, to the WhatsApp group, I'm gonna send a message on how we can reorganize the schedule for not missing too much days. Okay.
Okay. Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, great. See you.
Bye, teacher. See you.
Bye bye. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Good night, Dorian. How are you? How was your day?
Good night. That's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Just so many things happened today. I'm just
Oh,
tired.
oopsie. You got too much activities.
Yeah, pretty much. Just the final exams and everything. It's just getting crazy.
Of course, it's not easy. In your year, well, that's the basis, and you have to study too much.
Yeah.
Well, but patience, because you are doing a good job, I think. Because, well, you like to study. I can notice that.
Yeah, just sometimes I just cannot uh, get all the things done, you know? It's just
Yes,
kind of
yes,
hard.
yes, I understand. Sometimes they are so stressing activities, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But
patience.
well. Yeah.
It's possible to make it. You are doing a great job. Don't forget it. And
Yeah.
there we are lots of people who trust on you, including me.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's work tonight. I prepared an activity that it's important
Okay.
to get now, okay?
Okay.
Can you watch my screen?
Yes, as you can see.
Great. In this chart, in this screen, we are checking a physical exam. The basic ways the basic way, it's better to say, how to write it down, because, well, it's not a specific rule in USA, the order of the physical exam, but the elements are, of course, general, similar to Spanish. The huge difference on this is that you write down just the findings, non-normal or non-pathological situations, only the findings you get during the physical evaluation, okay?
Okay.
You don't give me explanations about the normal structure, sizes, or the color of anything. It doesn't matter at this point. If it's a normal situation, don't take it in account. That's the fact of this. And of course, another difference from a medical report from Spanish is that you use abbreviations, always. No matter the situation, if there are no abbreviations, it's not possible to consider that it's a good report. There must be abbreviations, as you can watch into this chart, okay?
Okay.
In this case, we got OE. Do you remember in Model 1 we got the same abbreviation when in the second class, I think? The OE means on exam, on physical exam, on examination, or something similar that is showing you that the paragraphs that are coming are talking about findings, just medical language, okay?
Okay.
In this situation, in this case, we are talking about a breast cancer, and we are evaluating the lymphatic nodes, okay? And as you know, when we make that kind of evaluation, we got some protocols that show us which structures we must evaluate, looking for metastases, looking for complications, or any new detail that could give us an idea how bad is going on the situation, right? In that order, you get all of this information done. I mean, OE on exam, and you start at the top, always the temperature. That's the only information that could be into normal values, because you have to show temperature always. You know about it. You're going to practice on this in fourth year, I think, but never forget, in Spanish, even in English, the temperature has to be always at the top of the report. And now it's your choice. If you want, you can give me all the vital signs, I mean heart rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, and oxygen saturation next to the temperature. Or if you prefer, if you consider it would be properly, you can send me them, the same values, during your description about systems. Both ways are correct. It's your choice which one fits to you. In my personal experience, I prefer to send vital signs at the beginning. And the medical term, for example, if the patient has hypertension, and say high BP or hypertension during the description in the cardiovascular report. But it's according to my experience. It's your choice. You're going to notice that when you arrive at topics in Spanish.
Yeah.
In this case, as I was telling you, we are evaluating the supraclavicular fossa. And we find a smooth, firm 3 by 4 centimeter mass in right supraclavicular fossa. Nodes 1 to 2 centimeters in diameter, palpable in both axilla and inguinal areas. As you can see, there are just findings, no color because the skin color could be normal at this case, no pain because they would say that there was with pain during the palpation or the evaluation, right? Measurements, of course, are important. That's why you have to use them to describe them using the abbreviations of units. If you have the chance to use more abbreviations, for example, the R for showing the place it's placed, perfect, do it. As much abbreviations as you use is better. They are going to be understood according the context, okay? Following the protocol of evaluation, when you got lymphatic nodes, you have to evaluate oropharynx, cardiovascular and respiratory system, the abdomen, and the central nervous system. That's the order you have to follow when you got these situations. As you can see in the oropharynx, we got this NAD. NAD is the abbreviation that shows you that in that structure that you certainly evaluate, nothing is pathological. It means no add detail, nothing to add, nothing important, nothing pathological. Doesn't matter the correct meaning, because that meaning changes according to the place you are, okay? If you see NAD, you know that that structure is normal without findings. But we evaluate it, showing that there are no findings. That's the way you can show that you made a good job, okay? In Spanish, you support that you evaluate this, describing all the normal structures. In English, no. In English, say NAD, and that's enough. Same situation with cardiovascular system and respiratory system, nothing to add, but they prefer to add here the pulse and the BP. That's great, perfect, because they are values that we also have to take in count. When we get into the abdomen, there is a finding. You can see mass palpable 3 centimeters below left costal margin, right?
Right.
No more information because it's not necessary. They are not talking about bowel sounds because they are normal. They are not taking in count, and no, the liver size because it's not important. It's at this point, not important. The reporter of the liver is normal, maybe. No pain, no peritoneal signs, non-specific maneuvers to describe. In English, only describe the pathological situation, okay? And now we finish with the central nervous system, of course, with nothing pathological at the moment. So that's the way to make a good physical exam. That's the way you can explain it properly without making a mistake, without avoiding the correct information. Okay?
Okay.
Is there a question until this point?
No, not really. Just we gotta focus on the order, especially, and just describing what is necessary. Nothing out of the ordinary. And if we do not find something interesting, just add the no detail, nothing to add.
Say nothing
Like,
to the NAD just.
okay.
That's why for practicing for Thursday, well, we have to prepare a physical exam. Do you remember the case report about Joseph Jones, that man who has troubles while going to the bath for pee?
Yeah, I remember.
Great. I'm gonna send tonight while finishing the workshop the findings that the doctor made during the medical evaluation, the medical consultation.
Okay.
And you have to organize ideas. You have to organize to choose which information you are going to give me in the physical exam report.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Following this order. Right?
It could be a little bit hard for you because you don't have the basis of doing this in Spanish, but don't worry.
Yeah.
Make your best. Yes, make your best. According to your answer, we are going to work together on Thursday, okay?
Okay.
Together we have to check it and we can solve doubts maybe. If it's not possible to make it because you don't have time because of your evaluations or because it's a mess and it's not possible to make it, don't worry, we can work together. I take this in count with you because you are in second year.
Okay. Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
still in the process of learning. And of course, I cannot evaluate you from something that doctors made all the time. It's different in your case, okay?
Okay.
Just try to make your best with this practice. And
Yes.
if you cannot catch the order of the systems, don't worry, from head to toes. That's all.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's easy. Don't worry, it's easy. You are going a step ahead from your classmates because that's a practice that we usually make from in Cuba, from the third year and ahead. Here in Bolivia, from fourth or fifth year, according to the university you are into.
Yeah. Very
So
much.
don't worry about it. If
Okay.
prepare the file and we are going to talk about it during the class, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna
great.
try to.
Yes, make your best. Don't worry about the result because it's a practice time now. And the official homework is gonna be for weekends. That's why we have to solve the doubts at the beginning, writing down properly.
Okay.
Okay, great. Can you watch the pool?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, great.
It's done.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yep, it's pretty much. So
Okay, so that's all I think. And well, tomorrow we are supposed to be on holiday time. Tomorrow, no, on Thursday. So
Thursday.
on Thursday. So according to that, I'm gonna talk to the clinical supervisor and I'm gonna give an answer to the group via message to the WhatsApp. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
great. If there are no questions, we can meet tomorrow. Okay, Dorian?
Yeah, I have no questions. Just
Okay, great.
at the moment. Yeah.
At the moment, that's important.
Yeah. So see you, I think.
Yeah,
I don't.
okay. Yeah. Have a great
Okay.
week. Have a
You
great week and
too.
have a great night. Keep on reading.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just a
Yes, you
lot
can do
of
it.
information.
Yeah, I know it's a lot, but we don't have too much time to study these topics.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best. Bye bye.
Bye
Take care.
bye. See you. Bye bye. Good night, Laura. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, good night.
Good night. How are you? How was your day?
Fine, thank you, teacher.
Great. Well, give me a second to share a screen because
Okay,
tonight
teacher.
we have a specific activity, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Can you watch my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Do you remember in Model 1, we were talking about Joseph Jones, that man who had trouble while going to the bathroom to pee? Do you remember that man, the case report we were preparing?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Okay. In that opportunity, we were preparing the case report, how to collect the information and translate into the medical terms, right?
Yes.
Tonight, we are going to see this example that is different from that case, that we are going to check how to write down the physical exam. And for Thursday, we have an easy exercise from that case report from Joseph Jones, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, going to this example. Here we got a situation, a breast cancer patient, and we are evaluating the nodes, the lymphatic nodes, at the axilla and, axilla, I think. Yeah, axilla and inguinal areas. In that way, as I was telling you in Module 1, in English, we only take in count the positive information. We don't take in count all the details at the moment, all the normal structures, because it's a waste of time. We only have to work on the pathological situations we are collecting. And of course, for talking in the same language, we can say we have to make it following protocols, right? For not missing structures, for not missing findings, for doing a good job. In that way, we start like this. Do you remember this abbreviation we were checking in Model 1, OE?
No, teacher.
Okay, no worry. OE means on exam, on physical examination, on examination, or something like that, I mean. Because according to the hospital, to the place you are working, you can watch OE and notice that the information that is at the next is talking about findings, just medical vocabulary as a fact.
Okay.
On exam, at the beginning, always, same as in Spanish, always the temperature. That's the first information you have to show. That's the only value following the vital signs that could be under normal values. normal numbers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only information we can consider under normal parameters. From that point, everything just pathological situations. In this case, temperature 37.8 Celsius degrees. Great. And,
Mm-hmm.
and here is your choice. You have the chance to write down, following the temperature, the rest of the vital signs. I mean, heart rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, and oxygen saturation. You can send me all of these values now, or if you prefer, you can show me all of them during the system you are evaluating. It's your choice. Both ways are correct. That's a detail that is similar to Spanish because, well, that's the way we write down. But, well, just a detail, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Going to the fact, when we talk about lymphatic nodes, we know that there are chains we have to look for. In this case, we are in the axilla, and we have a smooth, firm 3 by 4 centimeters mass in right supraclavicular fossa. And then we got nodes, so from 1 to 2 centimeters in diameter, palpable in both axial and inguinal areas. So, are you describing the color of the skin? No, because it's normal. Describing pain? No, because there's no pain. Describing details that are not important, that are normal, are not added, just the important facts. I mean, measurements, the place is the situation placed, and, well, the areas when you can find it, and, well, maybe some details if they can move or not, maybe details that could be important. Not extra information, non-normal findings, because you are not for wasting time. You have to make it so fast without losing information. As I was telling you, we follow a protocol, and we always, when we find nodes or masses, we get into the obligation to evaluate oropharynx, cardiovascular and respiratory system, the abdomen, and central nervous system, looking for metastases or another kind of complications, right? In this
Yes.
case, we made the oropharynx evaluation, but there is no pathological situation. The structure was looking normal during the exam, while palpation, inspection, well, all the maneuvers we know, right? When everything is normal, we use NAD. This abbreviation tells me that everything is without any trouble. It means no add detail, nothing to add, nothing important. I mean, nothing pathological at this moment. Why I'm giving you some meanings? Because according to the place we can work on this, and you add this abbreviation, the idea is this, that there are no pathological situations, but the meaning changes according to the hospital you are working on. That's the difference, that's the detail. If you watch NAD, you know that there is nothing pathological, but you are supporting those. Following the protocol, you made the proper evaluation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Same situation with cardiovascular system and respiratory system. And then you got the abdomen. In abdomen, of course, we got a finding, mass palpable 3 centimeters below left costal margin. You are just describing the mass you got in the place it is. You don't describe vowel sounds because they are normal. Don't describe specific maneuvers. Don't tell me specific places or another quadrants that are at this moment evaluated, of course. No extra details because they are not important, just the finding, okay?
Okay.
Central nervous system, everything normal, perfect, no details. So following this example, it's easier to make the physical exam in English because you don't write down too much, you don't waste time supporting normal features, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's easier, it's better, it's faster, it's possible to make properly.
Yes.
Until this point, is there a question? Something that is not clear, maybe?
No, teacher. It's okay.
Okay, possible to make, right?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. In that way, this chart I'm gonna send to the group while finishing the workshop. And well, for Thursday, I'm gonna send you all the findings that are at this point from Joseph Jones. I mean, that case report we were preparing. I'm
Mhm.
gonna send you physical exam, of course, scrambled. You organize the information, you use as much abbreviations as you have. You have to look for the details, maybe look for into the slides, abbreviations that could be useful. And with the details, we got the chance to work on this. For example, a very, very common and important abbreviation. Let me share the screen. Is okay. Can you watch my screen again?
Yes, no, yes.
Yes, the common abbreviations during writing down the physical exam, some reports are, what are some of them? Of course, there are some more, but the most common ones are this. Abbreviation that is very useful is this. This C with a small triangle on the top, like a hat. It means width. Instead of writing down width, you only write down the C with the hat, and we know that it means width while reading the report. You can watch it, you can find it during the, I don't know, ultrasonogram, ultrasound reports or laboratory reports. You find it a lot in reports. You find it in some books, but that's the meaning width. Instead of writing down 4 letters, you only send 1, right? It's great.
Yes.
It's easier.
Okay.
Same
Yes.
with this, the bid. Instead of saying twice a day in your indication, just send me bid, and I know it's twice a day. That's the objective of this. To work properly, work smart, not work hard, right?
Yes.
That's the objective of this kind of information, this kind of activities. So in that way, the report you have to prepare, following the information I'm going to give you, is, well, organizing the situations, choosing which information you are giving me, and using abbreviations, okay?
Okay, teacher.
As much as you can. According to your answer, we are going to work on Thursday. So try to prepare the file, please.
Okay, teacher.
It's not as hard as it looks. It's possible to make. And well, I think that's all, yeah.
Yes, teacher. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna send to the WhatsApp group, and according to that, during the workshop, then you share the screen for showing me your job, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Is there any question about it? Any detail you would like to consider now?
No, teacher.
Okay, it's easy to make, right?
Yes. Teacher, I have a question. You will send the last homework with the answers?
Ah, I forgot to send it. It's done. I'm gonna send it tonight. Don't worry.
Okay, teacher. Thank you very much.
Yes, because it's already done. It was ready for sending. I forgot it.
Okay,
Thank you
teacher.
for telling me. You are always remembering me about sending the answers. I'm sorry.
It's okay, teacher. No, it's okay. Thank you.
Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna send it with the file. I'm gonna send to your personal WhatsApps, I think, because I don't consider it's correct to send answers to people who's not attending. Right?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
It's
to your
okay.
personal WhatsApp. You're going to receive the answers in your personal WhatsApp, okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you very much.
Okay, so see you tomorrow, okay? According this, I almost forget it. We got on holiday on Thursday, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna talk to the academic supervisor, and well, according to that, I'm gonna know if we are going to take the holiday and reorganize the activities, or
Okay.
if we could work on Thursday, okay? Is that okay
Okay.
for you to work on Thursday, or do you prefer to take the holiday?
No, it's okay for me, teacher. In that case that we take the holiday, the homework of the case report is going to be for Tuesday of the next week.
No, for the day we reschedule this activity.
Okay.
It would
Okay,
be for
teacher.
Friday, I think. And it's gonna be clear on the message I sent to the group. All of these
Okay, teacher.
exercises are going to be prepared in order to work together, solve doubts, and the physical exam that I'm going to take into the score is going to be for a week, a long one.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So let's prepare the job, and if there are questions, you can send me a message, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, great, Laura. So I think that's all.
Okay, teacher. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a great night.
Same to you, teacher. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, 9 and 13. Let's gonna close this. Thank you for your attendance. Everything is done. Not all my students got into, but I wanted to ask one of them if failed the pool or not. Good night, Pablo. Did you feel the attendance? School. Let's wait. Let's wait a little bit for him to fill this, for not missing the activity, for not missing his attendance. Okay. Thanks. Okay, he filled it. Great. Okay, great. Everything is done. And that's all. I think we can say goodbye. Bye-bye. See you.